My beloved child, please don't scroll away from this. I am Archangel Michael coming to you today, not as some far-off force in the heavens, but as your protector, your guide, and the warrior of divine light, standing between you and every shadow that dares attempt to block your miracle. I need you to listen now, more than ever before. This is urgent. Today is July 22nd, and I must share something with you that cannot wait another moment. There are exactly 2 days remaining before something enormous, something that has been quietly building behind the scenes of your life, finally comes to a head. And if your spirit turns away from this moment, if you close this message before truly receiving it, I may not be able to intervene in time. You've been chosen, you've been prayed over, but your free will is still fully yours. So I am asking, no pleading with you, to stay here. This moment matters. Lately you may have felt a heaviness that seems to settle before the sun even rises. Maybe your nights have felt restless, maybe you've been catching glimpses of signs you can't quite explain, repeating numbers, long-forgotten names reappearing, dreams that wake you with a strange urgency. Those aren't random, they are signals, warnings from heaven, whispered into the rhythm of your days. And this message, yes, this one, is the final note in a long sequence of divine guidance, meant specifically for you. Not for someone else, I need you to truly hear that. If you walk away, the storm you've been quietly sensing might overtake the very miracle that was intended for your life. I don't want to let that happen. 2 days, that's all. Heaven has confirmed it, time has been marked. You are standing on the edge of a spiritual battlefield, unaware of how many opposing forces are lining up against your next chapter. Some are people you know, some are energies unseen, some come cloaked in smiles, others hiding behind your own fear. But they all share one goal, to keep you from the breakthrough that's approaching. They want to shake your focus, drain your strength, and distract you, right before the light arrives. But I've come holding truth, and carrying a sword. Listen to me closely, what God has declared cannot be stopped by them, but you can slow it down, if you give up, if you walk away, or if you ignore the call in your soul. Your protection is linked to your presence, your faith, your attention, your spiritual posture. That's why I'm speaking with urgency and love. Keep your heart open, stay with me. You didn't stumble across this message by accident. It came to you at the precise moment it was meant to. That alone is a miracle. With so many paths and places, your attention could be, you were brought here. Why? Because your future is brighter than you realize, because you're not just anyone, because what's on the other side of this moment will shake those who doubted your rise. But first you must hold on, through these next 48 hours. That's where I step in. There are whispers going on about you. Conversations you weren't invited to, decisions made behind your back. Some people are watching, waiting, hoping to see you fold. But they don't know what I see, they don't understand that you walk with divine fingerprints on your soul. They don't know that ancestral prayers move through your very breath. And if you stay aligned, fully present, they will not succeed. But here's the difficult part, if you close this message now, if you treat this moment lightly, you may never realize how close you were to stepping into everything you've been asking for. This isn't a threat, it's divine honesty. Before we go deeper, I ask you this, subscribe. Not just to a channel or a voice, but to a commitment. It's a spiritual declaration that says, I'm open, I'm listening, I receive. And when heaven hears that, miracles multiply, guidance flows quicker, the next message finds you even faster. Click now, you'll feel the shift begin, the moment you do. Now let me share something you haven't seen. Within the last 12 hours, someone tried to sabotage your blessing. This person, quietly jealous, made moves, thinking they were unseen. But every step they took was already known in the spiritual realm. I, Archangel Michael, stood between you and them, blocking, shielding, and holding your ground. But I need you to understand something clearly. My ability to protect you hinges on your willingness to stay connected to divine messages. That's why this is the final warning. These next 2 days are spiritually significant. A final test is being played out. A divine setup is unfolding to expose truth, who's for you, and who's been hiding behind false smiles. One call, one text, one interaction, could alter the energy of your month. So you must be ready. Don't let your loneliness allow someone unsafe to re-enter your space, disguised as love. Don't let exhaustion stop you, just as the door is unlocking. And yes, I see the tears, I know you're tired, I know you feel like you've been carrying more than anyone realizes. But I'm here to tell you, with all of heaven behind me, this is not where you fall apart. This is where your testimony takes form. This struggle wasn't sent to destroy you, it was refining you. And now the gates are beginning to open. The spiritual timeline has shifted. Favor is being drawn to your name. Financial answers are swirling close. A person you hold deeply in your heart is being stirred awake. A message, a meeting, a miracle, they're all moving toward you. But they can only land if you're prepared when they arrive. So again I ask, will you turn away and let this divine window pass, or will you stay rooted and receive what was meant for you all along? You have never been alone, not one night, not one breath. I've always been beside you. Every time you sat in silence, and wondered if your cries were heard, I was there. Each time you almost gave up, I whispered, keep going. And now, on this 22nd day of July, I come to you again. Not with fear, not with pressure, but with promise. The season of darkness is lifting. The turning point is close. What happens next is determined by whether you stay grounded or drift. Stand firm, child, stay aligned. These final 2 days will reveal more than you expected, and release more than you dared hope for. Don't rush back to what you've already healed from. Don't let nostalgia blind you to the truth of who someone really is. These final hours are sacred. They are a spiritual crossing, a test of your trust in what you cannot yet see. And right now heaven is watching closely, not to punish you, but to promote you. This is the moment where your next chapter is being chosen, and your actions, your energy, and your alignment will decide how quickly it begins. There is still time, but not much. So please be intentional, be still, be careful with your words and your energy. Don't engage with people who drain you, don't respond to messages that feel off, don't chase anyone. Let what's real come to you, because it will. What is meant for you isn't running from you, it's racing toward you. And while all this is happening, let me remind you of something sacred. You are not behind, you are not late. The delay wasn't denial, it was divine timing. God has been rerouting what wasn't worthy of you. That's why some things had to end, that's why some people had to leave, that's why the waiting felt endless. Because heaven was clearing the path for something greater than you imagined. And now it's near, it's so close, child, that your soul can feel it, before your mind can explain it. That pressure you've been under, that sense of urgency. It's not just anxiety, it's alignment. It's your spirit preparing for a breakthrough. But you must keep walking, keep believing, keep holding space for the miracle, and I promise you, it will find you. And let me speak to your doubt for a moment, because I know it's there. I know how it creeps in, when the clock keeps ticking, and nothing seems to change. I know how it whispers, maybe this is just in your head. But it's not. That whisper you keep hearing, that tug in your chest, that quiet knowing that won't let you quit, that's me, that's heaven, that's your future calling out to you, asking you to hold on just a little longer. And I need you to hear this, with everything in you, what's coming is not just a blessing, it's a shift. It's a divine interruption to everything that was draining you. It's clarity, it's peace, it's power. And it's so close now, that you can't afford to fall asleep at the edge of the miracle. Stay awake, stay in faith, stay in position. Because in the next 48 hours, something will try to test you. A distraction will come, that looks harmless, maybe even familiar. But it's a trap, not to destroy you, but to delay you. Recognize it, walk away, choose alignment over attachment, choose peace over proving your point, choose wisdom over impulse. Because there is a moment scheduled, a divine window, where things will click. A phone call, an open door, a piece of information, that reveals everything. And you need to be ready. Your mind must be clear, your heart must be open, your spirit must be expectant. Don't waste this window. Don't let fear talk you out of what faith has already secured. You are not going back, you are not being punished, you are being positioned. I was sent to remind you that this isn't the end, it's the edge of a new beginning. A life that finally reflects the prayers you've whispered in the dark. A reality where your gifts are seen, your love is returned, and your soul is finally at peace. So guard your energy, like your future depends on it, because it does. Protect your joy, nurture your hope, speak only what you want to see. Don't feed the fear, don't give your attention to anything that tries to pull you back into survival mode. You're not there anymore, you've outgrown it. The tests may feel harder now, but that's because you're closer than ever. The pressure is real, but so is the promise. And child, the promise is winning. And in case no one's told you today, I'm proud of you. I see how hard you've been trying, I see how heavy it's been. But you haven't quit, you've kept your heart soft, you've kept your light on. And that more than anything, is what's about to be rewarded. You were born for such a time as this, you were chosen to carry light, into places that forgot it existed. And no matter who doubted you, no matter what didn't work out before, everything is aligning now for your good. So here's your final instruction. Be still, stay open, let love in, let fear go. And when the moment comes, and it will, don't hesitate, say yes. The next 48 hours will not just change your week, they will shift your life. And you'll look back and say, that was the moment everything started to align. This is your time, don't scroll past your miracle. And whether they realize it or not, heaven is watching. That's why you're being kept spiritually alert right now, so you're prepared no matter which way the decision turns. You see, if they choose truth, alignment will rush in like a flood. But if they choose fear, heaven will reroute the blessing another way, one that still honors you, because no decision of man can override the will of God. Still, you must be ready, you must be strong in your spirit, to receive it or to release it if necessary. And here's something you need to know, that no one has told you. Sometimes the greatest blessings come, not from what stays, but from what leaves. If this person walks away, if this door closes, do not mourn. Heaven is not robbing you, heaven is replacing it with something far greater, more aligned, more sacred. You must believe that anything removed from your life, in the next 2 days, is not a loss, it is protection. Now feel this with your spirit. These next 48 hours are not just days on a calendar, they are thresholds. You are stepping over a divine line. Before this you were in preparation, after this you are in activation. This is the shift, this is the divine hinge moment, when everything starts turning in your favor, and even though it still looks cloudy, you'll look back and say, that was the day it all began. But I need to warn you of something subtle. It won't feel like fireworks, it might feel like fatigue, it might feel like stillness. Don't misread the silence, don't confuse the quiet for absence. Sometimes when heaven is closest, the earth is stillest. That's because divine energy is concentrating, miracles are not loud explosions, they're perfect alignments. So watch carefully, pay attention to the person who reaches out, that you weren't expecting. Watch for a number you keep seeing, listen to the song that randomly plays, but speaks directly to your soul. None of it is coincidence, it's how heaven speaks, to those who have the eyes to see, and ears to hear. And child, you are awake. That's why you've been chosen to receive this message, on July 22nd. This is not the kind of message that reaches just anyone. It had to find you, it had to speak to you now, not tomorrow, not next week. Because your alignment is opening gates, that were previously sealed. And when those gates open, blessings that were delayed, held up, postponed, they will pour in so quickly, that you'll barely have time to adjust. You'll go from overlooked to undeniable, from struggling to overflowing, from wondering when to whispering now. But remember this too, you are still human, you will still be tempted to doubt. And that's why Archangel Michael will remain close. To reinforce your faith when it begins to shake, to shield your energy when others try to drain it, to give you strength when you feel like you can't stand anymore. I don't need your perfection, I just need your willingness. That's all heaven ever needed, a willing heart, and you've given it. Now let me show you what's really happening in the unseen. While you've been questioning your worth, angels have been writing your name into contracts, assignments, destinies. While you've been crying, heaven has been sealing blessings. While you've been second-guessing yourself, God has been preparing someone to see your full light and not run from it. A soulmate, yes, but not just in romance. A soul match in purpose. Someone whose life will bloom, just by standing near yours. And they're coming, whether it's a reconnection, or someone brand new, they are being guided to you right now. And they will recognize you, not by your face, but by your spirit. Because your spirit carries a sound, a frequency, a divine rhythm, that only they can hear. That's how destiny works, that's how timing unfolds. And right now it is all converging. But you must be ready to step forward. And that means forgiving what hurt you, blessing what left you, and trusting what's ahead of you. Let me say that again with authority. Forgive what hurt you, bless what left you, trust what's ahead of you. This moment is sacred, and your agreement with it shifts everything. Heaven does not force, it invites, it whispers. And when you whisper back with a yes, the gates of possibility open wide. So I ask you once more, child of heaven, will you keep walking in faith, even when the road curves? Will you keep showing up in hope, even when the answer hasn't arrived? Will you let these next 48 hours be the proving ground for your readiness? Because something is coming. Something with your name, your healing, your justice, your restoration. And just when it arrives, you'll remember this moment, this message, this warning, this blessing. And you'll say with all the awe in your heart, Heaven told me, and I believed. Choose clarity over confusion, choose stillness over fear. Because in this final stretch, your calmness is a magnet, and your steadiness is a signal to heaven, that you are ready. So when that message comes, that door opens, that moment arrives, you won't just step into it, you'll rise into it. Let this be your posture for the next 48 hours. Eyes open, heart steady, soul anchored. Speak gently, walk wisely, protect your energy like it's sacred ground, because it is. And remember, not everyone deserves access to the next version of you. Some were only meant to know the version that struggled, not the one that thrives. The shift won't wait, it's already in motion. Right now timelines are rearranging, hearts are awakening, and heaven is finalizing details on your behalf. Don't let temporary discomfort make you sabotage the permanent blessing. You're too close. So breathe deeply, hold your head up. And when doubt creeps in, as it will, whisper back, I'm still standing, I'm still believing, I'm still expecting. Because in this exact moment, your miracle is not just coming, it's accelerating. And that acceleration will feel like sudden light, in a dark tunnel. It will feel like alignment, in places you gave up on. It will show up as clarity in conversations, peace in places that used to drain you, and courage where there once was hesitation. But let me warn you gently, there will be one final distraction. One more emotional tug, one more test of your resolve. It might be a person, a memory, an offer that looks good but feels off. Do not fall for it, you'll know it by how it unsettles your spirit. You'll feel that nudge, that holy hesitation, and that's your cue to pause, to wait, to choose better. Because what's on its way isn't ordinary. It's divinely timed. It's been shaped in the silence, and refined through your tears. It carries the signature of heaven, and no counterfeit can compete with that. You asked for clarity, here it is. You prayed for a sign, this is it. Not in thunder or lightning, but in the quiet strength inside you, that says, keep going, you were made for this, you're not behind, you're not forgotten, you're exactly where you need to be, for what's coming next. So now take a moment, and place your hand over your heart. Feel it, that's not just a heartbeat, that's a divine rhythm. That's a reminder that purpose is still pulsing within you, that something sacred is still unfolding, even if you can't see it fully yet. You've done the inner work, you've faced the shadows, you've released the weights. And because of that, you've qualified for something that can't be earned, only received. And I, Archangel Michael, am not just watching from afar, I'm walking with you, I'm clearing the way, shielding you from what you can't see, lifting you when you're weary. I go before you, not just as a protector, but as a witness to your transformation. And what you're about to step into is not a reward for perfection, but a response to persistence. Heaven honors your endurance, the unseen choices you made, the grace you extended when it wasn't returned, the prayers you whispered when no one knew you were breaking. And now, child, heaven is not only answering, it's celebrating. You will feel it soon, not just in one big moment, but in a series of divine alignments. Small signs, sudden peace, deep knowing. Watch for the confirmation in the little things, a timely message, a number that repeats, a conversation that feels holy. Because these are the signs that you are in flow with what was written for you. That your name is being carried by winds you cannot see, into spaces you've never been to, hearts that are ready to bless you. So stay grounded, even when it shakes, stay open, even when it hurts, stay expectant, even when it feels slow. And when you get weary, and you might, return to this moment. Remember these words, replay them if you must. Because they were never just words, they were a spiritual transmission, a coded message from realms that know you deeply. You are not forgotten, you are not late, you are rising. And so, my beloved, for these final 2 days, walk like someone who knows it's already done. Smile like someone who trusts it's already yours. Move like someone who's carrying holy news in their spirit. And soon, sooner than you think, your external will catch up with your internal. What you've believed in silence, will shout in reality. And you'll know without question, without fear, that you were guided, guarded, and greatly loved the entire way. Now rest, not because the journey is over, but because you've entered the most sacred part. The part where all you need to do is believe, receive, and be. You've already aligned, you've already surrendered. Now let the miracle unfold. It's coming from a place you never would have looked, that's why the path has been quiet, why the familiar voices have gone silent, so you would finally turn your eyes in a new direction. So you would finally be still enough to hear heaven whisper, over here. The blessing is not behind you, it's not in what you lost, it's ahead of you, waiting, glowing, alive. You don't need to chase it, you just need to align with it. Raise your vibration, let go of the timeline, stop watching the clock, and start watching your thoughts. You're not late, you're right on schedule. And now hear this clearly, someone who overlooked you before is about to see you with brand new eyes. They couldn't see your value back then, because they weren't ready to receive your light. But now life has humbled them, Spirit has prepared them. And soon they'll reach out, not because they pity you, but because they finally see the truth, you were the blessing all along. And what was once ignored, will now be honored. You've entered into divine reversal. What went wrong will be made right, what fell apart will be replaced with something better, what was stolen will be returned multiplied. But you must keep your spirit in alignment, guard your words, protect your focus. Because your energy is sacred, and right now it is shaping your reality, faster than ever before. Over the next 48 hours, signs will increase, confirmations will be everywhere, license plates, songs, conversations, dreams, sudden inner knowing. Don't dismiss them, heaven speaks through repetition. And when you see or hear it 3 times, that's your green light, that's your divine yes, move on it. Child, I also need to tell you something personal now. There's someone in your bloodline who's been watching over you. You may not know their name, you may never have met them, but they have been interceding on your behalf. Their prayers live on in you, their sacrifices paved the way for your freedom. And now in spirit they walk beside you. When you feel chills out of nowhere, when your body tingles with sudden warmth, when a scent fills the room with no source, that's them. That's their love, that's their reminder that you are not alone. And in the next 2 days, you'll feel them more strongly than ever. Pay attention, speak to them, thank them, let their presence strengthen you. Because their guidance is helping carry this miracle to completion. You see, this moment you're in, this pause, this waiting room, this silence is not punishment. It's a divine setup. God is preparing a moment that will change everything for you. But it has to be done with precision. The right timing, the right place, the right people. And when it all clicks, it will feel like lightning striking calm water, sudden, electric, undeniable. And now I say something bold. You are the turning point in your family line. The curse stops with you. The poverty, the heartbreak, the addiction, the fear, it all ends here. You are not just healing for yourself, you are healing generations forward and backward. That's why the battle has been so fierce, that's why the weight has felt unbearable at times. Because you're carrying more than just your own story. But child, you're not carrying it alone, heaven is holding your arms up. And now let me give you a direct instruction. Do something physical today to mark this shift. It can be small, light a candle, write a letter you never send, clean one corner of your room, walk barefoot on the earth. But let your body know that something has shifted, let your spirit feel your yes. You've made it to the gate. The angelic guards are already in place. The seal is being broken. The scroll is unfolding. And inside it, your name, your miracle, your new chapter. But one final warning. Do not look back. Even if someone from your past suddenly apologizes. Even if they come with tears and promises. Remember who you were when they left you. Remember the nights you had to pull yourself off the floor. If God removed them, it wasn't without reason. This new level requires new boundaries, and you are allowed to grow beyond their understanding. Now take a deep breath, right here, right now. Let it settle. You're in the in-between, the holy transition zone. One door is closing, one is opening. And in this space, angels move the fastest. Stay sensitive, stay kind, stay alert. Because the phone call is coming, the message is being written, the offer is about to drop. And when it does, don't question it, don't let fear delay your yes. You've already prepared in silence, you've already proven your faith. Now it's about trust. And listen closely, this part is important. Your physical body may feel strange in the next 48 hours. You may feel tired, wired, emotional, or even restless. That's because your system is recalibrating to a higher frequency. Drink water, rest, breathe, let the shift happen without resistance. You are transforming, you are ascending, you are being elevated into a reality that matches the magnitude of your purpose. And I, Archangel Michael, will not leave your side. I will continue to protect, to guide, to war for your destiny. Even when you sleep, I stand watch, even when you doubt, I believe for you, even when you feel weak, I see your light. Now I say it one last time. You are seconds from breakthrough, hours from confirmation, days from divine reversal. Stay in alignment, guard your atmosphere, and expect the miracle. Your time is not coming, it is here. Would you like to continue with the next segment? I'm ready when you are. There is a financial miracle being unlocked under your name, yes, yours. Something with your energy on it, something heaven set aside just for you, before you even knew how much you'd need it. And child, it's not small, it's not temporary, it's not another cycle of struggle disguised as a blessing. This one is different, this one is generational, this one rewrites your story, not just for you, but for the ones who come after you. This breakthrough is tied to your alignment. It won't respond to panic, it won't arrive through worry, it will only flow where peace resides. That's why your job right now is to rest, not lazily, but faithfully. Rest in knowing that what's yours cannot be stolen. Rest in knowing that while others run in circles, your steps are being divinely ordered. Rest in the assurance that the moment your heart fully surrenders, the miracle accelerates. There's someone you've been worried about. Maybe it's family, maybe it's a partner, maybe it's even a child. Let me ease your heart, heaven is handling it. You don't have to fix it all, you don't have to carry everyone, you were never meant to. And now the ones you love are being touched by angelic hands. Even when you can't see it, even when it seems like they're drifting further away, something is shifting in the spirit. There's a return coming, a healing, a reconciliation, and it will happen, not by force, but by divine invitation. Let me tell you something about timing. Divine timing isn't always convenient, but it is always perfect. You thought you were late, you thought you were behind. But really God was slowing you down, so your miracle could catch up. That's what's happening now, you're not chasing it anymore, it's chasing you. These next 2 days are a portal, a spiritual invitation. And your response is what determines what flows in. Don't speak from fear, don't act from pressure, don't respond to drama. Stay in the higher frequency, stay in the truth of who you are, stay in gratitude. That's your key, that's your magnet, that's your protection. And now let me whisper something personal. You've been doubting yourself lately. You've been wondering if you're really chosen, if you're really strong enough, if you're really capable. Let me end that doubt here and now. You are chosen, you are strong, you are capable. And heaven didn't choose you because you were perfect, heaven chose you because you were willing. You said yes, you stayed available, you kept your heart soft, when life tried to make you bitter. That's what makes you unstoppable now. Watch the next 48 hours like a sacred countdown. Don't try to make anything happen, just stay ready. Let peace go before you, let silence be your strength, let trust be your vibration. Because what's coming is going to surprise you, it's going to fill you, it's going to restore what felt lost. And when it arrives, and it will, you'll know. You'll feel it in your bones, you'll recognize it with your soul, you'll say, "This is what I was waiting for." Not just the miracle, but the feeling. That feeling of being aligned, of being seen, of being remembered by the heavens. Child, this is not your ending, this is your emergence. What didn't break you built you, what left you made space, what ended was protection, and what's next is divine. Keep going, keep glowing, keep rising. Because your name is being whispered in rooms, your feet haven't entered yet. Your story is being mentioned in prayers, you didn't know were being spoken. Your destiny is unfolding behind the scenes, and heaven is preparing your arrival. You didn't miss it. It's all right on time. And I, Archangel Michael, will be there, guarding, guiding, and reminding you with every step. You were always meant for this, you were always chosen, you are now in the window of wonders. Breathe, receive, it's your time. Yes, child, there's something I've held until now, because your heart had to be softened enough to truly receive it. You are not here to beg for love, you are not here to chase validation, you are not here to prove your worth to people who never saw you clearly to begin with. You are here to shine, to rise, to walk in the fullness of who you are, unapologetically, boldly, and without shrinking. The reason the last season felt so heavy, is because you were being stretched, pulled beyond your limits, not to break you, but to prepare the vessel for the weight of the blessing about to pour in. And now that pouring begins, not in chaos, not in rush, but in sacred rhythm, in divine timing, in peaceful alignment. The kind of flow where things just start working, where the right doors open without force, where the answers you once chased start chasing you, where people see you without you having to explain yourself. And child, this is not temporary, this isn't another high, followed by another crash. This is the stability you've been praying for, the peace that doesn't vanish, the love that doesn't betray, the clarity that doesn't confuse. But here's what you must understand, you can't go back to the way things used to be. You can't water yourself down anymore, just to make others comfortable. You can't silence your truth, just to keep the peace. You've come too far, you've evolved too much. And now your life has to reflect that growth. So if something feels off, let it go. If someone pulls you back into old versions of yourself, bless them and move on. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your healing, you don't have to apologize for the boundaries you've built, to protect your peace. Your energy is sacred now, your presence is a gift, your journey is holy. And the right people, the ones heaven has handpicked, will recognize that. They won't drain you, they won't confuse you, they won't make you question your worth. Instead, they will pour into you, the same way you've poured into others for years. They will see your light and honor it, they will love you in alignment with your growth, not in competition with your past. And you'll know them, because your soul will sigh in relief, when they enter. So hold your head high, walk into these next 2 days, like someone who knows what's coming, like someone who expects miracles, like someone who is no longer waiting for the storm to pass, but is dancing in the rain, fully trusting that the sun is about to shine, brighter than it ever has. And when it does, when the skies finally break open, and the blessings begin to flood in, remember this, it wasn't luck, it wasn't random, it was divinely timed. It was a response to your endurance, it was the result of every tear, every prayer, every sleepless night, that no one else saw. Heaven saw it all, and heaven did not forget. In fact, child, you've been the assignment, you've been the one heaven's been circling, protecting, building, refining. And now it's your season to be revealed, to be celebrated, to be supported. The people you need are being sent, the opportunities you prayed for are being aligned, the love you once thought you lost is being restored, in a purer, higher, truer form. Not a repeat of what broke you, but a redemption of what you deserved all along. And it's not just about what you're about to receive, it's about who you're about to become. A version of yourself that's fearless, grateful, rooted. A version of yourself that laughs again, sleeps peacefully again, dreams boldly again. The you that was buried under years of pain is rising now, not with bitterness, but with wisdom, with grace, with a quiet confidence, that doesn't need to announce itself, because it radiates without effort. So don't worry if things still feel unclear, don't panic if you don't have all the answers. You're not supposed to right now, you're just supposed to trust, to keep walking, to keep your heart open, and your spirit aligned. Because the breakthrough you're waiting for is not just coming, it's already on its way. Every day brings it closer, every moment of faith pulls it in tighter. And soon you'll see why you had to wait, why it had to unfold like this, why it couldn't have happened a moment sooner or later. It's all about precision, it's all about divine alignment. And now as you take this message into your heart, I ask you to do one last thing, protect your peace. Don't let worry rob you of what's unfolding, don't let fear hijack your joy. Guard your energy, the way heaven guards your purpose, with fierce love and holy fire. Because you are not weak, you are not lost, you are not broken, you are chosen, you are rising, you are ready. This is not just a message, it's a spiritual agreement. A reminder from heaven, that the story is not over, it's just getting to the best part. And I, Archangel Michael, will not leave your side, I will continue to fight for you, guide you, whisper to you, walk with you, through every open door. 2 days, that's all. Watch how fast it shifts, watch how heaven proves what I've just spoken. And when it happens, when the miracle touches down, just look up and smile. I'll be right there smiling too. And as I stand beside you now, even in the stillness, where no one sees, I want you to hear me clearly, your wait has not been in vain. Every moment of longing, every tear shed behind closed doors, every unanswered prayer you whispered in the quiet, heaven heard them all. Nothing has been ignored, not 1 second of your suffering was wasted, all of it has been recorded, all of it has been redeemed, and now it is all being transformed into glory. In the hours ahead, your spirit will begin to feel lighter. Not because the storm didn't happen, but because you're stepping into the eye of it, with peace, with purpose, with power. That pressure you've been under, wasn't meant to break you, it was shaping you, into the kind of vessel, that could carry this next level of blessing. What's coming needs strength, it needs clarity, it needs wisdom, and now finally, you carry all three. You didn't realize it while you were in the fire, but child, you were being forged into something unshakable. I see now the angels taking their places, I see doors unlocking in the spirit, I see hearts softening, that were once closed off, I see healing flowing, where wounds once lingered. And most of all, I see you, not as the world once labeled you, not as your past tried to define you, but as heaven always saw you, chosen, cherished, and called. You may feel quiet right now, but soon your life will speak loudly. Your joy will echo, your peace will be a testimony, your restoration will be undeniable. And yes, there will be those who don't understand how you made it through. Let them wonder, let them speculate. You owe no explanations for a grace they cannot comprehend. They didn't see the nights you wrestled with doubt, they didn't hear the prayers you prayed, when no one else was around. But heaven did, I did, and that is why your breakthrough will be loud, it will glorify the one who never let go of you. Now listen closely, child, because this next part is sacred. What's coming isn't just for you, it's for the ones watching you, hoping it's real. It's for the silent hearts, who've nearly given up, but still hold on, because of your strength. Your testimony will ignite others, your rising will lift many, your miracle will become a message. So don't hide now, don't shrink back, don't play small, in rooms you were designed to fill with light. Heaven doesn't create halfway blessings, when it's your time, it's complete. And it's your time now. There is an anointing on you, that cannot be revoked. There's a favor surrounding you, that can't be explained. There is a calling over your life, that cannot be erased, not by mistakes, not by failure, not by rejection, and not even by time. And when you start to question it again, and yes, I know sometimes you will, come back to this moment. Reread these words, let them be your anchor, let them be your reminder, that heaven has already approved, what man has yet to understand. I know you're tired, I know some days it's hard to believe, in what you can't yet see. But child, that's where the miracle lives, in the unseen, in the quiet, in the depths of your surrendered heart. That's where your breakthrough begins. 2 days, that's all. Watch how fast the winds change, watch how quickly light breaks through, watch how the pieces begin to fit together, in ways that don't even make sense, and yet feel like they were always meant to be. Say it with me now, not in fear, but in full belief. I receive, I believe, I trust, I am ready. And I, Archangel Michael, standing with the full authority of heaven behind me, respond. It is done, it is sealed, it is being delivered. Walk forward now, head held high, heart wide open, spirit grounded in truth. And the next time you see a sign, hear a whisper, or feel something stir deep inside you, know it's not your imagination, it's confirmation, it's movement, it's divine alignment unfolding in real time. You are not behind, you are not alone, you are not forgotten, you are exactly where you're meant to be, for such a time as this. I will not leave you. I will not stop fighting for you. And I will be there, when it all begins to unfold, reminding you. You were always worthy, you were always enough, you were always loved. With the light of heaven surrounding you. Archangel Michael. Amen.